Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final fixture of the 2025 Super Rugby Men's Under-16s competition. It's our final round. We've got one grand finalist locked in, but this is a free hit, a last hurrah for Victoria. It's an amazing, fantastic atmosphere down there despite the rain at Trobe as the local team get one crack at the minor premiers. Nice and chilly down there, already been raining, so it's going to be slippery underfoot and a little southwesterly coming through in what shapes to be a David v Goliath clash in Melbourne's north. My name's Lockie Graham here with you for the call this afternoon, and the Waratahs have already locked in their berth in next week's decider against Queensland. 2 p.m. next Sunday at Knox Grammar local time. But what can Victoria muster in this final fixture? They did the unthinkable last week. They took down the ACT Brumbies in front of a horde of screaming home fans. It was wonderful to see, and now they get another crack. Everything's on the table for this fantastic, lucky Victorian side. Yesterday we saw the Reds, who will be the Waratahs' grand final opponents. They got up over the Brumbies 58 points to 14, running in 10 tries at Ballymore ahead of the Queensland Reds' victory over Saitama Wild Knights 36-26. And of course, if you had any fingernails left, you would have been watching the Wallabies game against Japan, a 19-15 thriller. Make sure you head back to Rugby.com.au's YouTube channel to catch all the highlights from those fixtures as well. But our focus is here in Melbourne for the Waratahs up against Victoria Under-16s. And here are the hosts for Victoria. It's an unchanged starting pack. Just one change to the total, starting 15. Both Via Manning and Palette scored tries last week. Watch them in the front row. You've got a full Wyndham City back row trio of Kingy, Tavita and Toko, who were excellent against the Brumbies. TJ Leo, the Melton Warrior. He replaces try scorer Tate Galloway on the left wing. You've got Aiga, Finau and Samisoni all backing up from Team of the Week performances. Keep an eye out for Miguel Apanero and Manukau, who returned to the matchday 23 via the bench. So there's your David team for this encounter. Let's take a look at the Goliath that is this Waratahs Under-16s team. They have 6 new starters this week, including an entirely new starting front row of Lestrange, Lamusu and Chan. Hunter Hall is another new face in the number 8 jersey. So too, Levi Ellis at halfback. Tom Langland, the Coleroy Cougar, gets his first shot on the sting. 2 other positional changes there. Finn Hannon moves from fullback to fly half, and Eddie Garcia Wood moves from the back row to the 13 channel, which allows Asa Chapman, the 10-try superstar, to go to fullback. In total, 5 Blacktown Scorpions in the mix there for the New South Wales Waratahs, who run onto the field now, applauded by the Victorians. They won't be cheering too hard for them, though. They'll be backing their local boys, and so many stars to keep an eye out for in that Waratahs team. They have been absolutely dominant. Dominant's probably an understatement when you go through the 3 games that they have played this season. 37 tries in 3 games. That's more than 12 per game. They racked up a massive 97-0 win over ACT to open their account. Round 2, 96-7 over the Force. Round 3, a bit more of a challenge, 54-45 over Queensland, but they did leave 40 points to 7 at half-time. As we see the Victorians come out onto the field here at Latrobe. A hearty, rugged-up home crowd welcomes them with a tunnel. And what a special occasion it is after last week's victory. to cheer on the local boys. Going to be a wonderful encounter here at Trobe Sports Park. All eyes on what's been a very impressive Victorian pack. Vaimani Paletti and Estal, try scorers last week, all members of the Front Rowers Union. And the Victorians will be looking to make every hit count. And a rain-soaked afternoon. As we wait the referee's whistle, Max North is the man who gets us underway. And so too does Finn Hannon off the left boot, who sends it high. There's a strong chase there from New South Wales, but it's well recovered in the end from Victoria. Vaimani goes into the role of under-16's biggest halfback. And it's Samasoni who looks to clear, but he doesn't find touch, so they'll attack again. And Finn Hannon immediately with the 1-2 down the sideline. Oh, it's that easy for the Waratahs. And Benjamin Wright dives over. We'll just have to wait a quick chat with assistant referee Sarah Porter, but look at the counter-attack here from the Waratahs. And that's how quickly they can hurt you, this Waratahs team. Less than 40 seconds on the clock. The try has been awarded, and it's the Tars 5 leading Victoria 0. Oh, they punished them immediately. Just couldn't find the sideline from the exit of Samasoni. And Finn Hannon, who's usually playing fullback and slots into the 10 jersey, shows just how dangerous he is on that counter-attack. What a start from the visiting Waratahs. The man who sparked it all, Finn Hannon, now with an opportunity from his non-preferred side on the left boot, takes a breath. And just hangs it out to the left. So 5 points will remain the margin after the early try there to Benjamin Wright. What a season Ben Wright's having as well. 2 tries against the Brumbies in round 1. Scored a try against the Force in round 2. And he's backed it up with his 4th of the season. As play gets back underway. Slippery underfoot, as you can see. They're in the 22, but the Tars managed to scramble out. And they'll reset via the forwards. Wrestled to the ground there, Lamusu. Rather, it's Hunter Hall on starting debut. Hannon back in the pocket. Looking for a bit of free real estate at the back, but Samasoni's there to clean up. The Goosey doesn't fool anyone, but it's good contact into Hall. As Victoria reset around the halfway line. Vice-Captain Ward marshalling his troops now. And there's good meterage early there. But just a little knock on. It was a big carry from the Hakatoko. Named in Rugby.com.au's Team of the Week last week for his huge performance against the Brumbies. But his first carry yields an error. And we'll pack down for our first scrum of the afternoon here in Melbourne.
Let's go.
A massive challenge now and opportunity for both sides at the set piece. With the Waratahs fielding an entirely new starting front row. Lestrange, Lamusu and Chan. And they're immediately worked over by the Victorians. It's a huge push, but somehow it spills out the back. So Hannon will be able to counter-attack. Draws to the hands, are slick and quick across to the wancing feet of Langland. His opportunity, but the ball goes astray. And now there's a break for Aiga, who puts it on the toe and kicks ahead. Oh, just trickles out, but promise from both sides early. Well, how about the hands there from Garcia Wood? Out to Tom Langland on his first start. It looked dangerous, and so too did Aiga on the counter-attack. Would have loved to keep that in as the Musu looks to hit his target. It bobbles down, but it's come back the way of the Tars. So Hannon will look for a runner. Strong contact there coming from the Victorians, but the leg drive is excellent, and so too is the recycle. Hannon looks for a wider runner, finds one in Zureb. He can't shake his man, gets up and plays again, and he will be pinged for it. Just a little over eager there from the Western Raptor. And in the end, very good defence from Jeroni Fa'atape, who refused to let go. and earns the first penalty for Victoria this afternoon. Aiga with a sharp touch finder. The first chance now for Victoria in the Tahs red zone. They'll play the 5-man with the inset. Cohen Tavita in the halfback role, but the line out doesn't go their way. Lamusu cleans up the crumbs at the back, bobbles the ball, but it's called backwards by referee North. So the Tahs will retain possession, look for an exit, find one in Hannon's left boot, but this one's going to stay in the field of play. Aiga can't control that one. Now, the Melton Warrior back in the starting side this week. Tavita with a settling carry. Ward wants to play blind, but thinks better of it. Hits the pocket, finds Sammy Sonny, who's full of running. So too is Finau, and they want to explore this far wing. A chance now for Gazelle. Good leg drive from the Harlequin to get rid of 2 Waratahs, but that sky blue wall is looking set. Punch now coming in the form of Paletti, a try scorer last week, and they've got advantage for a high shot. What can the Vics produce here? Ward wants to play with wit. Sami Sonny takes 2 in contact, and then marching towards the 22, Victoria. Cheered on by the home crowd. Here's Paletti again. The big man gets them over, but will come back for the earlier high shot. So good signs here from Victoria after the try within 40 seconds. It's the home side starting to find a bit of pay. You can just hear through the referee's mic after that no advantage. A shot's been called. So it'll be Vice Captain Hamish Ward out of Brighton Grammar, who will look to bag the hosts' first points of this afternoon here in round 5 of Super Rugby Under 16. It's the final home and away fixture. Grand final berth next week, they will host it. But Victoria with an opportunity to play giant killer this afternoon. It would be a wonderful turn, but we'll start with attempting to get points on the board. Ward strikes it, doesn't like it, hangs out to the right, so we'll resume play with a 10-2 dropout. A missed opportunity early there for the young halfback. He's been one of Victoria's best so far. He's their leading point scorer. 17 to his name this season, but he can't connect that time. The 22 dropout is deep, and it's run straight back from Finau, who's dumped.
Ball here, ball here. I see.
And we'll tune into the referee's mic.
So I have a lift, gone over horizontal,
Yes.
land on the head,
Yeah, I have it landing on back first and it's okay.
shoulder head region.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm at red card, but it's foul play, yellow card.
Okay.
Over yellow card threshold. Alright. Alright. I need 6. Okay. So what's gonna happen, he's gone on his head, land his head, it's gonna be red card, okay? Yeah. Has to be red card, okay? He's landed on his head. Lift him over.
Well,
Red card.
a massive early blow for the Waratahs. You can hear on the referee's mic the lifting tackle
Only 20 minutes.
by Jaden Richards on Sione Finau. Sees the Newport flanker, red carded, a 20-minute red card. So New South Wales will be able to replace that player later on this half. But a massive momentum swing here goes Victoria's way.
All right, you're outside the 22.
We had a huge turn of events here. If you're just joining us from the Trobe Sports Ground, red card to the minor Premier Waratahs. The maul is sacked and taken down well, so Ward will play off the back. Here's Aiga. Wants a midfield runner. Finau is full of running too. Gazelle skips out of the first tackle, gets a wonky offload away, but it's messy ball out back. Finau's the man who recovers. Wrapped up in a high shot. They want to try and keep him high.
Go on backwards. Go for the scrum. Just knock on the tackle.
But they were losing ground, so we'll come back for that scrum time advantage. Victoria, who scrummed so well on the initial contact.
I thought the ball went that way.
We'll try again with their own feet. Just can't hit their lineouts at the moment, the host, though. As we see here on the replay, Finau just backpedaling.
Staying square, boys, the entire time, okay? All right, through the marks, straight. Crouch!
So an exciting opportunity here at set piece.
Set!
Down to 7 in the pack, and the Vics are marching forward. Tocco off the back. Well tackled there, but they're all over it like a flash. A huge turnover there for Hunter Hall. Oh, that'll get a big cheer up at Scone Brumby's clubhouse. His first start for the Waratahs, that is an important turnover. Precious time soaked up now for the Waratahs.
20 minute, yep, red card. We have 20 minutes, yep, red, yep, okay? 20 minutes, yep.
A huge result there for New South Wales after absorbing all that pressure, including a red card. They find themselves back in possession on halfway. The line out bobbles off the back. First knock on by the Waratahs there. And another chance for the Victorians to find a bit of ascendancy at set piece. So you can still see New South Wales opting to just keep 7 in the scrum. They do have Garcia Wood, who's familiar playing in that Waratah back row. Opting this time to drop the blindside rather than the anchor man. But a deep pod set for the Vics. Aiga has options, wants to play wide. Goes behind Finau, but he manages to recover and get it in the hands of Gazelle, who's quick. Steps in off the right foot, eventually dragged down, but it's good meterage for the Victorians early. Playing again midfield pod. Tocco can't hold on to it this time. And the hard-running Rhino just hasn't got his hand screwed on this afternoon.
Let's go, let's go.
2 early knock-ons for the Victorian number 8, and the pressure valve just releases slightly on New South Wales.
All out, let's go, guys. Stop touching, stop moving.
As we mentioned off the top, plenty of new faces on for New South Wales, having already wrapped up that grand final spot. One of whom, the man feeding this scrum, Levi Ellis. As we'll see this scrum get packed down again.
Stick, okay? Hold the weight, let's go.
One of 5 Blacktown Scorpions in the matchday squad is Levi Ellis.
Let's go, boys, let's go. All yours, Leroy.
What can those combinations yield?
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Ellis feeding now, it's his clubmate Lamusu, but a massive scrum, a tight head for Victoria, and they've got a chance to launch a counter-attack. Skipping away now. Oh, it's a lovely run there from it's TJ Leo. Skipping out of a few tackles and getting back up towards the 22. Here's Tavita, the vice-captain. All ticker is the Victorian open side flanker, Leuga. Going backwards at the moment, but here's a man who can get them on the front foot. Paletti has the ball stripped away. Illegally so this time. So a penalty now goes the way of Victoria. And what will they do now? They've got the advantage still with the 20-minute red card. And they've opted for a scrum again, unsurprisingly. What a platform that was from the tight head. So they might have thought about a 3-pointer when it was 15 aside, but the underdogs Victoria are starting to smell blood. Just the 1 try so far, the early score from Benjamin right down the left side, sparked by Finn Hannon. But since then it's been one-way traffic, and it's been the hosts, it's been the underdogs. So Ward to feed this scrum. That's a better effort from the Waratahs, but it's front foot ball for Victoria. Aiga plays wide again, but the ball is bobbled forward. And another opportunity, but the forwards won't mind. Plenty of scrum practice here for the new look Waratah front row and this imposing Victorian pack. Could have been something sparked there. Sione Finau and Jeroni Fatape been excellent the past few weeks for Victoria in that midfield. They'll have to wait a little longer for their opportunity. The Waratahs just want to get out of their own 22, but another big scrum from Victoria. This time it's cleaned up by the Vics. Man up in defence on Zureb. Good strong run there. From the Waratah inside centre, they go back into the pocket. Take to the skies to the Waratahs, but Victoria are well set. Aiga there under immense pressure, but skips out of the first. And just fumbles the communication there a little. Opportunity to counter-punch. But he couldn't link up with Ward.
They need to have numbers as well.
He did so well, did Lennox Aiga, to get out of the first tackle there from Langland. Just couldn't link up there with his halfback. A little knock on and more time soaked up on that Waratahs 20-minute red card.
Where's your forward in here? Oh, you're right.
How good has that man on screen been throughout the season?
I'm sorry.
Darcy Vaimene,
Okay.
playing out over Endeavour Hills, scored the match-winning try for his side last week against the Brumbies. He's been all heart. So too is Hamish Ward, looking to make amends for that earlier error. Vic with a big scrum, but they're hooking out quickly, and Zureb knows one way, and that's forward. Huge leg drive there from Charlie Zureb. And they'll come back. They'll call it a high shot. It's a bit of lip there from Finau as well. And the Waratahs, after absorbing all that pressure, will find themselves back down deep in Victoria's 22, and that's an excellent touch finder as well from Hannon, who'll get them to within 5.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, how quickly the needle can swing
No, it's 7-on-7.
here in Super Rugby under 16s.
No, it's 7-on-7. I'm not in law.
After soaking up 15 minutes in their own red zone, the Waratahs now just 5 metres away from their second try of the afternoon. So here's Lamusu to feed. He hits his target and they set them more well. But not well enough, says referee North.
He's in 17, 2 9s.
Called back for a maul infringement. And that's a get out of jail free for Victoria. Aiga, not quite enough pepper sauce on that one, so they'll be able to play from the back. And the Waratahs want to go quickly and they want to find width. Here's the danger man, Asher Chapman. He's barely caught a sniff of the ball so far, but wouldn't he love to add to his 10 tries in 3 games? It's been incredible. He works his way forward. Vaimene will get pinged for playing the half. And they want to play quickly, so off goes Ellis. Taken down early, so they'll have advantage too. What can the Waratahs do here? Hannon throws the dummy, but the Vics aren't falling for it. Dragged down by Vaimene. And Ellis wants to play now. Genker, the Lindfield man, loses that in contact, but they will come back. And the Vics in danger now of earning the ire of referee North.
Okay. Outside.
Turning down the 3, I'm not sure if the Waratahs are the kind of team that want to take 3 shots. At under 16s level, they have been full of scoring. Currently, after 3 games, they have a points differential of 195-4. Tries are their currency, and they're looking for number 2. Genker was the target, but it goes over and is cleaned up at the back by Lestrange. Hugo Lestrange gets his side within 5. And now the Sky Blue are looking to rumble forward. That strong carry off the back. They spin, they're held high, but they're very close to the line now. Lamusu, easy to spot in the pink headgear, and he slams it down beside the sticks. A huge try for the New South Wales Waratahs with a man in the bin. It's Talmaj Lamusu, the Blacktown Scorpion, who slams it down. Oh, heartbreak for Victoria. Waratahs, after just their second go, fine pay through the powerful hooker. So 12 becomes 14 with Hannon's chip shot.
No, it's 7 on 7 under 21 law. So that's safety. I can't bring it back. He doesn't scrum before into the scrum.
And after 20 minutes here in the first half, it's the Waratahs 14, leading Victoria 0. Restart is deep into the 22. And the exit is a low, raking, wonky kick. It will go very well for the Waratahs, though. It's a difficult one for Sammy Soni to clean up at the back.
That's fine. That's fine.
Exit is skidding, hurries. They look for the quick play. Will the Waratahs? No. Instead, they'll come back, and it's a wonderful meterage gain for the visitors there.
Green in centre, green in centre, green in centre. Green in centre.
So despite being down that man, the Waratahs beginning to flex their muscles here in Melbourne. Played off the top from Thomas, but the call is not straight.
Not straight.
And the stop-start nature of this game continues.
You can't. It's a cat. Yep.
And Vic will play off the half arm. No scrum from the line out. Half arm, so they'll play the quick tap, and off they go. New faces already on the park for Victoria. And what can they inject? Leuga pumps it a little further forward, and Aiga will kick off the back of that. Chapman coming around to clean up, wants to inject himself more into this game, but Hannon says no thanks. Will play up the other end, and it's a mighty kick too. Hot on that chase is Langland. Under immense pressure, Samasoni looked to fumble it. But the call is play on as the Tars look to wrestle Samasoni across the touchline. Back in numbers though of Victoria, and Aiga will clear under huge pressure. This one will stay in, and not a lot of legs on it. So the cleanup is there from Garcia Wood, who wants to play with Hannon. Finds Chapman, and Chapman's got so much pace, and he'll have his 11th try of the season. Oh, you can't keep him out of the game. Asher Chapman is lightning. The leading point scorer and try scorer for Super Rugby under 16s slices over after some lovely, slick, deceptive hands from Finn Hannon. Look at him glide over. 3 tries against the Brumbies, 2 against the Force, 5 against the Reds, and he's struck against Victoria. What a season from Asher Chapman.
It's 7 on 7.
10 in 3, make that 11 in 4. So despite being down to 14 men, it is the Waratahs 21 leading Victoria, yet to score here in Melbourne's northern suburbs. As Ward gets us back underway. And Victoria just looking for something to get themselves back into the contest. They had so much to offer early, and hits like that certainly helped. Marley Thomas, the man driven back. Under pressure there is Ellis, but Hannon has a little dart off the back, eventually puts it onto that trusty left, and Samasoni is there to clean up. So a chance to counter-attack now from the Melton Warrior. Hitting a huge shot from Charlie Zarab, and he could be in trouble here.
I need you to be more careful on that instance there. Okay? You need to dip your height though. 12, your captain, show them off. No yellow card.
So no yellow card there for Charlie Zereb. Bearing in mind the tackle height law of sternum is in effect. It was huge contact though. Just coming in over the top. Just penalty only, which is good to see.
Mark there.
Zereb certainly making his physicality felt. Both sides of the ball. That line out hotly contested, but it's come down Victoria's way. It's a good hop there from Lamusu. And now Finau with a chance to counterpunch. Takes two to bring him down. Ward wants to play on the blind. And he's got runners lining up. This time it's Lawrence and Salaga who's fresh onto the field. Hands around the side from Vaimeni. And Ward, oh, good feet from the halfback. Breaks the first few tackles. There's Hamish Ward. And the Vics now edging ever closer to the try line. They scored 5 last week. They'd love to find one against the Waratahs. Ball's coming backwards though, but it's well handled there by Sione Lamusu. Digging in again is Ward, who loves playing that short side. So does Layuga. Off the back of this ruck now, Finau. Good leg drive. Zero will have to watch his handling there. Indeed, it comes out. And now another penalty. So,
Is he okay with his shoulder? Okay.
as referee North checks in on a player, the Vics are starting to turn the screws. Good forward build-up coming now from the Victorians. It's a formula that yielded plenty of results against the Brumbies, sending those big runners into the heart of the defence. They're certainly not lacking in size. And they're not lacking in presence at the scrum. They have been excellent in these tight exchanges of Victoria. So can the underdogs find 5 points here? Can David strike a blow against Goliath? It's their best set piece opportunity of the game so far. 15 metres out. As we repack that scrum, you can see a full open side stack. Keep your eyes on TJ Leo, floating in behind Jeroni Fa'atape. Plenty of flavour out of Melton Warriors in this back line. Leo, Finau and Samasoni, all hailing from Melton City.
Set. All right. I can't see. All right. We're all slipping over here. We all know it's wet. Can we please hide up, and then once we hit, then we can sink. Are we all in agreement here? All right.
There we go. Nice clean comms there from referee North. Making sure all these young front rowers find their height. As we see that stacked back line look to click into gear for Victoria. The scrum base is solid, so they'll launch the attack. Here's Aiga, who throws the cut to Finau. They've got numbers out wide if they can find them. Leo has Toko out wide. He's brought down on a good tackle, but they're within 5 now of the Victorians. Ward wanted a runner. He didn't find one, so he carries himself in a chance now for Victoria's big boys to get to work. Rumbling forward now. They're within 2 metres. Can the Navy Blue strike a blow? Worked back in that tackle. It's good defence on Lamusu. And Ward wants to unlock this back line. Here's Aiga, who puts it on the toe. There's going to be a chance out wide. There is space out wide. Hannon flies high. The call is play on. It's well handled in the end from the Waratahs, and Hannon's chase on Samasoni is excellent. So the Victorians find themselves 30 metres adrift from where they were and having to restart and reset. They do have numbers to the left if they can quickly unlock. New man on the field now, Wilfred Estall, a try scorer last week. Toko plays short, and now there's some space for Fa'atape. but just comes undone.
Be careful, okay? When you're on a croc roll there, you just lift him over, you land on his limb, okay? It's going to be a yellow card. I can't have that in the game. All right, it's a croc roll. Land on the limb, yellow card.
Well, a huge turnaround now. You can hear on the referee's mic, Ihaka Toko has been sent to the bin for 10 minutes after a croc roll. For the next few minutes, and the Waratahs, well, they're not far away from having their player returned who. Now with the line out controlled off the back by Victoria. So a steal there. And fighting his way forward is Tavita. Aiga back in the pocket, takes to the skies. There's a strong chase there from Finau, but it's well controlled at the back from Levi Ellis, who has fancy footwork, and he wants to play down the left. Here's the early try scorer. Ben Wright puts it on the toe, and it's going to be a foot race. Aiga, the one leading that charge, wanted to make sure. Didn't want to run the risk of letting it go dead with that hot chase in pursuit. But it's a huge net gain for the Waratahs. Levi Ellis linking up with Ben Wright down that left side. And the Vics to drop out. Ward sinks the right foot into it. And it's gone out on the full. Sharp knowledge of the laws there. From, I believe, Ben Wright on that far wing. And they'll come back for a scrum.
Out in the full.
Oh, it wasn't long ago the Vics were knocking on the door of their first try. But the momentum swings yet again. Now the Waratahs seeking what would be their fourth in the shadows of half-time.
I need 7 on 7, okay?
But a largely stacked.
I need 7 on 7. Let's go, boys, come on. 7 on 7, okay? I'm 21 law.
Let's go, boys. Let's get the scrum, mate. All yours, let's go.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Stay out, 9, stay there.
Quick and slick from right. And it's try time in the corner. Oh, it's that easy for the Waratahs. They score their fourth. Simple as you like. "32 minutes gone here in Melbourne. Round 5 of Super Rugby Under-16s. And the Waratahs have wrapped up 4 tries. It's a great finish in the end.
All right, 30 seconds.
Cleanly taken there from the Waratahs. There's Hannon strikes from the far side. This one's astray. So the score will remain 26 points to 0 here in Melbourne.
Yep,
It's Ward who gets us back underway. Just into the 22, so Hannon will set and look to exit. Doesn't find the sideline this time. Sammy Sonny with a chance to run it back, and he does so. Breaking through the first line of defence is the Melton Warrior. Eventually dragged down by the sky blue jerseys. Tavita back into the teeth of the defence. Opportunity now for Salanga.
He's dipped into it. No, 12. He's dipped into it.
He peels off a few more metres, and Tavita reloads again for his second carry of the passage. Now to width. Aiga for Atape on the toe. Controlled at the back from Chapman. He's not a man you want to give too much space to. And he breaks through the line. Skips out at 2. A chance now for Langland, who breaks the line and will canter away for the Waratahs' 5th. Oh, they are so dangerous on the counter. And Asher Chapman sparks it for Tom Langland. Brilliant counter-attacking rugby from the visitors here in Melbourne. You cannot give Asher Chapman even a sniff. Look at the way he skips out of the first 2 and the footwork there from Langland bouncing off the right. Has the pace to get away from a strong chase from Leuga. And the Waratahs now running red hot in Latrobe. Hannon takes a breath, hits it off the left, and just shaves the edge of the upright. So the score remains at half-time. It's the Waratahs 31, leading Victoria yet to score.
The flowers, I sit for hours telling all the bluebirds, the bill and coo birds.
So welcome back to our coverage on Rugby.com.au's YouTube channel and of course the Stan Sports platform. It is the minor premiers, Waratahs 31, leading Victoria yet to score, but doesn't reflect how tight this first half has been here at Latrobe Sports Park. Victoria has been throwing everything at the Waratahs, who found themselves down to 14 for 20 minutes after an early red card to Jaden Richards, but still had the chops to lay on 5 first half tries. It's been to and fro, back and forth. The Vics had plenty of ball up in the Tars red zone, but just couldn't convert. And also a missed penalty goal attempt early for the hosts. So we could see a couple of hard words being laid down by the Waratahs. They've had their opportunities too. Don't call this one a dead rubber. We know the Waratahs have already booked their grand final ticket, but it means so much to get extra game time in and pull on both the Sky Blue of New South Wales and the Navy and White Hoops of Victoria. It's been a wonderful competition, this Super Rugby Under-16s, and it is the final of our home and away fixtures in round 5 here. So we'll take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. This first try coming in just 40 seconds. It was a wonderful 1-2 interplay between Ben Wright and Finn Hannon. Flying finish. What a way that was to get it started. And then this was what really opened the floodgates for the Waratahs. Asher Chapman linking up with Hannon to race away untouched. It was Chapman's 11th try in just 4 games. Incredible stuff. There you have another diving effort. It was the 3rd. Easy as you like there for the Waratahs. But this was what really broke things open. Asher Chapman again linking up with Langland, who had so much pace to get away and dot down. Really was one-way traffic towards the end of that half. So a chance now for the Waratahs to stretch even further ahead, and the Victorians to find some points in front of their home fans. A difficult year for Victorian rugby, but these under-16s have really been shining a light on the amazing talent coming out of Australia's southernmost mainland state. Plenty of watchful eyes from Rugby Australia's high performance staff on this as well. And there you have the halftime scorecard. New South Wales 31, letting Victoria yet to score. We'll be back with all the second half action very shortly.
Could you go up that water? Oh, sorry, thank you. Alright, you on left? Easy.
So just awaiting the referee's whistle here. Max North, our man in the middle. And Hamish Ward, the Victorian vice-captain, to get us back underway here. Victoria looking to strike a blow against the under-16 Giants out of New South Wales. And we're immediately off. Chapman isn't mucking around, puts that straight to the sideline. And we'll have an early line out here at Trobe Sports Park. Wonderful turnout from the Victorian fans after a rain-soaked morning. The conditions were torrential during warm-up, and we're lucky that it's cleared up a little bit down here in Melbourne. As Vaimene hits his man Lamusu, and immediately off the back, Tavita coughs up his lollies. Again, tricky conditions here.
We're still 7 on 7.
So we'll pack down for scrum time, but I don't think Victorians will mind it.
Still 7 on 7. We have 3 minutes now, yellow.
Their front row has been excellent so far, and they've welcomed on some really tall timber in Exodus Talia. Keep an eye out for the man in the 19 jersey for Victoria. He is a mountain at 16, the Endeavour Hill Eagles. Plenty of Endeavour Hill's representation in this Victoria side as well.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Stay up!
So Ellis to feed. And that's a better scrum effort from the Waratahs, who block play and slice straight through the gap. Here's Hannon, draws and passes. They've got so much pace. Asher Chapman's full of it. Here's Wright, who skips back in off the left foot. And just like that, they're back down in Victoria's red zone. Zurab goes into the role of halfback. As a new man comes on, it's Baston out of Linfield in the 19 jersey for the Waratahs. Powering forward now is Williams. And they'll play with house money now. Under the sticks, and they've got numbers out right if they want to use them. Hannon throws a money ball on the cut. And Zion Lapolo strikes the first blow of the second half. Oh, they had 2 or 3 players that could have scored outright. Drew in so many Victorian defenders around the midfield. And Hannon wanted that ball. Puts it on a dime for Zion Lapolo, his second try of the season. Well, he's only fresh on the park as Lapolo. And he receives a money ball on an overs line. Scored a try against the Force in round 2. And now he has his second for the season as the Blacktown Scorpion. So Hannon now off his preferred side. Doesn't quite get enough of that one. It will fall short. But it is very much the Waratahs in control of this contest. They have raced out of the blocks in the second half. Chapman and Wright peeling off plenty of metres. And Lapolo, the man to finish off the first try of this second half. It's the Tars 36, leading Victoria 0. So Victoria have got to find a way to stem the bleeding. As Chapman again looks to the sideline. He won't get all of it though. Aiga wants to counter-attack. Ward says, let's put it on the toe, but it's charged down. And the halfback desperately diving back.
No hand, Chloe,
to get there. He's done a good job of cleaning that one up. So Victoria will play in the pocket. Aiga wants to chance his arm. So does Samisoni. But the sky blue jerseys are flying up at Victoria, and they're under immense pressure now. Ward finds Salanga. The Waratahs want to play quick. The turnover is good, and Ellis darts off the back. He fights his way into the 22. And the Waratahs are really looking to kick on here. Williams caught in a high hit. Tavita's all over that one. And Ellis thought about playing quickly again. But it's the Waratahs with all the points and all the time on their side. And they'll look to the corner here. It's on the money from Finn Hannon. Drops it 5 metres out. And a huge challenge now for Victoria to start stemming this tide.
Mark is the line, half metre. Half metre, Victoria.
Baston having a quick chat with Lamusu at the front. They've stacked the line out with Williams as their inset. So what maul shape will we see? Baston's the man who soars. And they build very quickly and cleanly. It's a well-oiled machine, this Waratah unit, and it's a try to Cooper Williams. He did it against the Reds in round 3, and the Canawindra Python has his second for the season. As easy as you like, a wonderful set, great structure from the Waratah under 16s. And Williams is the man who benefits. And after controlling so much of the ball and so much of the territory in the first half and containing the Waratahs, Victoria are finding themselves on a blowing out scoreline. Hannon didn't like that as soon as it came off the boot. So after 43 minutes, the margin, 41 New South Wales, leading Victoria yet to score. And don't be surprised to see a few more changes from both sides, as the Waratahs in particular look to test their depth ahead of next week's grand final. 2 p.m. Australian Daylight Time in Sunday. It's going to be held at Knox Grammar down in Sydney. The call will be here on Rugby.com.au's YouTube channel and, of course, the Stan Sport platform. Victoria will not stop fighting. They haven't all season. And they'd love to make a dent here. A couple of fresh faces too for New South Wales coming onto the field. Archie Hill and Asera Peniata.
All complete? Yep. Let's go.
Both enter the fray here. Viamene can't link up with Talia, but somehow it's bobbled back the Victorians' way. They won't look at it twice. Tavita, head down, bum up stuff from the hard-working flanker. As Ward finds Aiga. They want to use their centres, and Fa'atape's full of running. Samasoni, Gazelle now. The Harlequin skipping off that right foot. Thought he'd take the advantage, but referee has other ideas as Cordell Arama comes into the fray and wrestles his man to the ground. Bobbling back. It's not going the Victorians' way. I think they'd probably like to come back for that penalty.
So, you're the captain. You've recently any role model to your players, and you're the one who's hitting the highest, okay? Yeah. I need you to fix it. I do not want to have to send you off. Okay? Please fix it yourself. Be a role model.
Well, that's clear as day from the whistleblower. Too many shots sliding high. And you get the sense that one more will see another man in the bin. Aiga hits that penalty touch finder. Peels off probably about 10 metres, not as many as he would have liked. But another attacking opportunity for the Victorians. I'd love to find some pay. Fine Manny's throw goes over the top, and a chance to counterpunch now. Running is the try scorer from earlier, Williams. Wrestled to the ground by his opposite. Ellis, Hannon on the toe. It's a quick chase, and he...
No hands, White, no! You gotta roll.
A little bobble at the back, but it was because of an errant Victorian body.
Just up the ball, that's why I knocked it on. He needed to roll, that's why they knocked on the ball. Back 10.
And once more the Waratahs pressing ever deeper into Victoria's area. Was enterprising play there from Hannon. Who shifted from fullback to fly half.
Just so subs coming on, boys.
And making a very good fist of it in attack. As we welcome a few more subs onto the field.
It's one.
Couple of fresh faces now. Isaac Holmes out of Newport.
Are you ready? Who's
replaces Levi Ellis.
You up?
You can also see the new man Kayasi Talakai there at the back in 18.
No contest,
So they fly high, and Genker's the man who recovers. Straight into the attack of Rama. They want to play with width. Chapman throws a lovely long ball out to Ben Wright, who's got the pace, he's got the step, and he's got another try. Oh, the width the Waratahs play with is proving the difference here in Melbourne. It's another try for Benjamin Wright. And that marks his 5th for the season after a money ball from Asher Chapman. Take a look here on the replay. That is lovely width there from the Tars fullback. And Samasoni came across, couldn't quite jam his man, who lays on a lovely left foot step. And the Waratahs start thinking about raising the bat. So onto the field now, Wilson Ruthven in jersey 22. He is a prolific point scorer. He can't add to his tally this time, but he's already racked up 49 points in just 3 games of Super Rugby 16s this year. The super boot. Misses his early target, but certainly one to watch over the rest of this game and next week for the Under-16s Grand Final. Play resumes with another deep restart from Ward. And he has been happy to do it all half. Chapman immediately looks to the sideline. So plenty of set-piece practice for both sides.
Mark's there.
And mostly fresh faces on the field for the Waratahs.
We got 9, yep.
As they set a 4-man shape.
That's right.
2 jumpers, 2 lifters, and an inset. Out the back. It's an interesting play, but it goes the way of the back and wrestling his way forward. Go the Waratahs. The new man, Peniata, had a quick look. Dangerous when given the opportunity.
You're outside.
Can't hang on to it this time.
You're outside this side of halfway.
Well, he had a look. He's frustrated. He wants his opportunity. Because they're playing for a spot in the big dance next week. And a few new faces now on for the Victorians. A big cheer there.
Chop here, chop here. Discipline. Crowd.
Side of the scrum.
Fine. Set.
The feed is good from Ward. The Tars scrum improving, but Finau wants to have a run and he breaks the first tackle. That's good stuff there. And a silly slap down from Peniata.
You just rolled a few times. Don't do that again. No to that.
They're not going to settle for 3 points anymore. They want to find something bigger, something meatier. They would love a try on home soil against this juggernaut Waratahs side.
Mark's there.
Viamani can't hit his target, and running off the back now is Hill, who links up in midfield with Williams. And the Tars, they want to play with speed, they want to play quickly. Ruthven on the toe, looking for a 50-22. The bounce, oh, it's a perler. That's an absolute beauty from Wilson Ruthven.
50-22.
He's got it on a string, does the Collaroy Cougar. And immediately the Tars will have another chance to strike inside the 22. The conditions clearing up nicely after all that early rain as Hill hits Baston. And the Waratahs look to hit midfield. Cordell Arama, usually starting at 8, injecting plenty of pace off the bench. Ruthven carries himself. Well held in a two-man tackle. The Vicks fighting at ruck. Finds Williams, who's chopped in a low shot there from Lamusu. And they'll play back to the left now. Hunter Hall, who's worked tirelessly all afternoon, has a try to his name, and Peniata fighting his way forward.
No clear release.
Oh, the Tars
Brought him down, any clear release.
just punching and punching. They've got Victoria in a corner, and they're looking for another knockout blow.
Great, last scrum. Good job going through centre. That's the standard, boys.
Let's go. Fuck, I want this shit, let's go. Yeah.
Apologies to our viewers at home for any colourful language maybe picked up in the referee's mic. There's our 16s packed down. It's the Waratahs 46, leading Victoria Elect to score. They're knocking on the door, and it's easy as you like for Hannon. Links up with Ruthven. Throws a bit of shape. And instead it's Wright, who has a hat-trick. Oh, take a look at that. Bounces out. And Benjamin Wright slices over for try number 3. Simple set-piece play. And it yields immediate results for the Waratahs. Ruthven throws over those extras, and this game continues to blow up. We're at a point a minute now.
No, I need to see clear release.
The Waratahs 53, leading Victoria yet to score.
You were really close. Just daylight. Just daylight.
And these fresh legs for the Waratahs are really adding pace and stretching their Victorian hosts. You also see Waimana Manukau out of Geelong, who's now on the field for Victoria. Keep an eye out for him in jersey 23. Should he get his opportunity? And the Tars looking to run it out of their own half. Arama. Goodness gracious me, he's a powerful man. Peels off plenty of metres. Ruthven ducks low, takes to the skies, and it's high and hanging.
Knock on, White.
Knock on goes against Victoria, so the Waratahs will look to keep chancing their arm. Here's Baston fighting his way forward. Holmes wants to play with width, and cut they do. Fancy footwork there from the man in the middle. It's Williams darting around like a winger. This is the open side flanker. And Ruthven says, we're sick of this. Let's play down the other end. Samasoni's on the money though. And he sliced that one off the boot. Not quite the angle he wanted to work with. And once again, the Waratahs march forward.
Yeah, mate. You guys are going to line that a little easier.
Let's go, Ed. It's all yours. Let's go.
No contest. Play on.
Easy line-out win for the Waratahs. And Arama breaks the first and the second tackle. What a workhorse he's been since coming onto the field. Low take there from Peniata. who thought he was through the line, just loses his lollies, and Sammy Soni with a chance to counterpunch.
Marks it, boys.
Us here on home soil.
Yep.
Scrapping desperately in defence to bring down a Sarah Peniata.
All right. Okay. Time off. Sorry, boys. We've got injury. I can't get him off the field quick enough. He's got injury right there. Time off.
We just see some attention being given to Jeroni Fatape, who has been so impressive for Victoria.
All right, boys,
Coming from the field after a huge shift. Some concern around the lower leg there.
Time on.
Looks like that lower right ankle area for Jeroni Fatape.
Fine.
It'll bring some new faces onto the field now for Victoria, who win their scrum. Ward finds Finau, who hasn't given up. He's still fighting hard. This is the inside centre. Zereb wants to get over for a pilfer on his opposite, but can't find it as Aiga drops back.
Come back, yes, no advantage. Knock on when you try to hit the ball there, okay?
And they'll play the scrum.
Back to the scrum.
The Waratahs wanted to counter-attack from the opportunity, but no advantage paid. So we'll pack down yet again. There's been some big shifts there from the Waratahs pack. Will Genker's been out there all day. Hunter Hall, the try scorer from earlier.
Fine. Set.
And a huge squeeze from the Waratahs. So Hall plays off the back, finds Zureb. Wouldn't love another try, but Zureb's the man who's dragged down. Hands off the back of Rama, so big, so strong. Can he get to there?
Short.
He's eventually wrestled. It's called short. It looks like he's over in the corner, but he'll play back. And they'll keep fighting. The Waratahs dot it down. Strength of numbers. And it's Rory Baston who finds the chalk yet again for New South Wales. Oh, Baston, the man who dots down, but put it down to Cordell Arama, who has injected so much raw physicality since coming onto the field in this second half. He's ready for his fourth try of the afternoon after the initial break. But quick recycle, Arama smashes through the line. And Baston's the man who dots it down. Now Ruthven takes a breath and sinks another two. He's got the radar working after an early miss. And Wilson Ruthven ticks well over 50 points for the 2025 season. Now sitting on 53 for the year in just 4 games. He's a sharpshooter. Does Victoria get us back underway? The try scorer there. Baston fighting his way forward is Big Red. Dragged down on the 10-metre line. And Holmes recycles. High ball now for Eager to defuse, and he does so. Return serve, he's looking for a 50-22. And it's a good touch finder, but it doesn't quite get there.
Ball is still alive, ball is still alive. Ball still alive.
So finally a bit of territory again for the Victorians. And wouldn't Alan Asiato in 21 love to get his mitts on the ball? Powerful runner.
This way,
Another Wyndham City Rhino looking to make his mark.
Cool. On. Wait, just wait. Let me serve. All right, we're good now.
And here's another man on. Titus Apineru out of Harlequins. But they won't get the pill just yet. Williams off the back of that line-out win. Marching forward, he's been excellent. As the Canawindra Python. Peniyata skips out of the first. He can't break the second. And it's a penalty win. The man on the park. Fresh from the sideline, Titus Apineru gets over that pill and makes his presence felt. So, a faint flicker of a pulse. Can Victoria finally break their duck? Not long to go now in their final fixture of the 2025 Super Rugby Under-16 season. And they would love to finish on a high in front of their home fans here at Trobe. The front ball is bang on, and they've set the maul. Can Victoria find the chalk here? They're being driven towards the side. They need to spin left and go in. They're fighting now. Cheered on by their home fans. They've got huge ball runners to call upon. They're within a metre now, Victoria. Can they break the deadlock? They're wrestling forward, still in possession. Ward goes digging. And he sends it wide. Here's Finau, who shapes. He wants to get there. He fights. He swerves. He twirls. They're so close. It's Toko. Can he get there? Biggie Hakatoko denied beside the sticks. And it looks like the ball bobbles out to the side. Offside is the call. So, Victoria denied this time, but they have the penalty play. They want to go the tap. Darcy Vaimene, the skipper, finds a big man. Here's Paletti. Scored a try last week. Wouldn't he love another? And there's bodies all over the shop. Have Victoria finally got there? They have! It's a try! David strikes a blow against Goliath. And it's high fives all round for the captain, Darcy Vaimene. Oh, you can hear the cheers from the sideline. That means everything to the Victorian under-16s. He's worked so hard all season, his Vaimene. And Hamish Ward adds the extras, so they won't leave empty-handed, Victoria. They've got themselves on the board. That's a popular try for the home side. Waratahs 60, Victoria 7. There's just a pile of bodies. You almost call it a team try. As play resumes, the deep kick, pinning them back deep in their own 22, but returning serve and returning fire is Manukau. Takes it up towards the 22. And Victoria. Touch, so everyone's on side. Holmes is the man who recycles, and Ruthven now, with plenty of options, finds Chapman, who slices through again. The offload is a beautiful one out the back door. Langland links up. They've got numbers running rampant right. Finds himself on the right wing. Searching for his fourth. Peniyata now. The Tars are fired up after conceding. They want to hit back and hit back quickly. Langland chopped in a good tackle there. And Holmes recycles and finds the tireless Genkur. And just a hand of apology from Victoria. Apineru.
And Captain, same as when you're in there 22, and then you're completing a trend of penalties. Fix it up, and don't do something about it, okay? Not rolling. Your boys need to roll out of the ruck so they can go for the ball. Knees together back. Okay. Time off. Ball down. We have an injury over there. Really bad knee. Okay. Okay. Just go there. Hey, can we have the ball just there? He's dislocated his knee over there. I can't play on. You bring your water on. Time's off.
So we'll take a quick break here. Some injury concern around this under-16 fixture. As we see Ben Wright come from the field. And we'll take a short break here on Rugby.com.au's YouTube channel and the Stan Sport platform. It is the Waratahs 60 leading Victoria 7.
Your boy's going to go for the ball, and you make sure they're out of there. It doesn't have to go east-west, they need to be out of there before
We're back to live pictures here. Happy to report that they managed to get TJ Leo off the paddock. Looked like a nasty knee injury, but he's being well looked after. So play will resume now. But not long to go here in the final game of the regular Super Rugby Under-16 season. The Waratahs well and truly in control. They lead 60 points to 7. And they're looking for another try or two in the late stages. They'll have advantage off the back of this scrum, and they play to the left. Zureb, slick hands. Ruthven is jammed, but he gets it away to Hannon. Chapman can't control. But they've got the advantage, and they're looking hungrier, the Waratahs. Victoria scored the most recent try through their skipton, Darcy Viema. But the Waratahs want to have the last laugh here. They'll test themselves at set piece. The maul's been effective early doors. As we see some more replacements coming on finally. It's like Will Genker's finally got his break from the Waratahs. Matthew Migau also on for Victoria as the Tars look to set another rolling maul. Been such a weapon for them throughout the season. We saw Cooper Williams score off one earlier, and they've broken right. This one hasn't got all the way, but it's got them within one. Getting nice low body height there, the Tars breaking across to the right. They've got the numbers, they've got the miles. Has he got there? Yes, he has. A Sarah Peniata slams it down for New South Wales, and 60 becomes 65. They scored 2 tries against ACT in round 1. Did the powerhouse from Maitland, and he's got his 3rd for the season here in Melbourne. There's just too many big bodies coming around the corner from New South Wales. And Victoria, try as they might, cannot stem this sky blue wave. Ruthven curls this around nicely, and the buffer is back to 60 points. Not long to go now. Ticking towards the 69-minute mark. And Victoria looking to try and throw one last punch at the Titans out of New South Wales. Flying high is Finau off the restart. That's a great take from the Victorian inside centre. And now we're starting to see some action from the Victorians. Ward wants to play down the blind side. Finau, you can't keep him out of the contest. He's wrestled down again, and he gets his side into the 22. Ward finds Talia, the big man. A couple more metres, but on that like a limpet are the New South Wales Waratahs. And the Victorians are denied yet again. Oh, it's been, well, looked to have been acrobatically kept in at the back by Victoria, but doesn't quite come their way. Assistant referee Sarah Porter in perfect position to pick that one up. As time ticks away, the Waratahs will look for one last strike from set piece. Holmes finds Ruthven, and Arama decides to pass this time. Hannon back into the attack and throws it over the top, but it's been picked off by Eager. Just loses his footing. So as Gazelle scrambles forward. Now into the pod, Tocco. Charges straight into the teeth of that Tars defence. Aiga leans back. Apes and goes himself. He's got space down the left side. And fancy footwork there from Chapman. Asher Chapman hunting yet another try. He won't get it this time, but slicing through is Ruthven. Has he got the pace to get there? The dive, the finish. And another try for the Waratahs late in this contest. Oh, how did he get through that gap? Wilson Ruthven snakes through for yet another try to New South Wales. Oh, he managed to shake off 3 and didn't think he had the toe. There was cover coming across from Ward. But Wilson Ruthven showing all the parts of his game this afternoon. Kick, pass, and now run. Point scoring leaderboard and has the chance to extend it by another 2 here. That one's on the money. And we're now in the referee's time. It's the Waratahs 72 leading Victoria 7, and you can see there on the stats, kicking it over 80%, Wilson Ruthven. He has been so good. Expect to see much more of him next week come the grand final. Marley Thomas dragged down from that restart, and Ruthven plays across to Hannon. The big step from Langland, who squares up and slices straight through the middle. He's got support on the inside from that man, Isaac Holmes, who links wider. And from the restart, Zion Lapolo scores what's probably the try of the afternoon. Oh, they are not running out of steam, are the New South Wales Waratahs. That's a try from the ends of the earth. And Zion Lapolo gets his second for the afternoon. Oh, the Blacktown Scorpion finishes, but what a spark that was from Tom Langland. Isaac Holmes running that perfect halfback line, and Lapolo's the man who finishes it off. That's the pick of the bunch. And there's still time on the clock. The Waratahs really wanting to push the boat out here. They've racked up 80. Their highest score of the season is 97 points. Not sure if they've got the time to get there. And Victoria certainly have a thing or two to say about that. Peniata cleans up at the back. And the big man breaks the first. Takes 3 to bring him down. As Holmes plays off the back, Arama plays it short. This one's coughed up though. So there will be no runaway for the Waratahs. And that is full time. An emphatic win for the minor premiers, who head in to next week's grand final full of confidence. They have defeated Victoria 81 points to 7, but the hosts did not die wondering. They got on the scoreboard through their skipper, Darcy Vaimane. And it calls curtains on the Victorian season for 2025. Full time, 81, defeat 7. And we'll take a look at the highlights very shortly. There were loads of them, especially from New South Wales. This one from the first half was an absolute belter. That's how we opened this contest. Ben Wright scoring inside 40 seconds. Incredible scenes there. And how good's the counter-attack? This was the second try of the afternoon. Asher Chapman, after Finn Hannon squares up the defence, he just glided through the gap. His 11th of the season. A fine finish out wide. Hunter Hall diving over for the third. And here's Chapman setting up the 4th of the afternoon. Langland, his starting debut, the Collaroy Cougar, gallops away. You can see the nice high knees. It was an important score, that one. And the second half, it really saw the Waratahs open the vents. Lapolo streaking over early doors. This one was a well-worked try to Cooper Williams from the rolling maul. Nice wide on the money this time. That was the second try for Ben Wright, who had a busy afternoon for sure. And then Tide thought it might have turned, but slick as you like. There's Wright's hat-trick try. Wilson Ruthven added so much class in the 10 jersey when he came on. But this was the great moment for the home side. Throwing so many bodies in the mix there, searching for the drought-breaking try, and it came through the skipper, Darcy Vaimene. Just got there over the chalk. Cheers from the home side. It was great to see. And that just about wraps up the highlights as we see the Victorians tunnel off the minor premiers Victorians. No heads bowed. They've got their heads held high, and they should too, because they have represented their state with pride of the Victorians. Got a win last week against the Brumbies, and they pegged one try back from this powerful side. There's a full-time score sheet. 81 points to 7. Big days out for Wright, Chapman and Lapolo, Baston, Ruthven, Peniata, Williams and Lamuso all getting on the board as well. Vaimene scoring for the hosts and Ward with the conversion. To round out the regular Super Rugby Under-16 season, it's been a pleasure to have your company across this wonderful round-robin season. Make sure you tune in next week for the grand final. It's going to be an absolute belter. The unbeaten New South Wales Waratahs are going to host Queensland next Sunday, 2 p.m. at Knox Grammar. Don't miss it. It's been a pleasure to have your company on the call here on Rugby.com.au. My name is Lockie Gray. We'll be back next week with the final. Don't go anywhere.